Hello and welcome to episode 5 of the Explorer Time series. Guys, it's been a little crazy. I'm going to be honest with you. In between the last episode and this one, I did a lot of exploring. As much as I love the Millionaire mod, and I'm enjoying the fact that we have a nice village around us that kind of acts as sort of a protector and a good place to sell resources, I realized that the Millionaire mod, it does kind of constrain the area that you have available to you for things. If I wanted to do something huge and grandiose, or have a lot of machines running or anything like that, I would have to really confine the area to which I was using to whatever little area they gave me, or deep underground. So I was talking with my wife, who is the primary person that's playing with me, and she was like, well, why don't we build something somewhere else? And I was like, okay, I'll go scouting for a new location. So I did. I found this snow biome, which I think is quite fantastic. It's got a lot of good stuff in it. But mostly, guys, I found a castle. If I flip around here, you can see that's it. I totally found this place. I did not build it. I did not make it. As far as I can tell, it's part of the Millionaire mod. If I was to go inside here, you can see that it's really, really big. There's this huge dome here in the center that'll make quite the excellent room once we get a second, or maybe even third floor laid into it so that we can get up there. And all along the walls, which is what makes me almost certain that it's millionaire related, is we have a whole bunch of signs that are different donators to it. And then also down this side, we can see that these are people who have supported the mod. Admin wiki, creator of the different cultures that are available in it, and then the creator of the mod itself. So I think this is some kind of castle that's dedicated to people who have supported the mod in one way or the other. I don't even know if this thing is supposed to spawn, because it's made from crazy materials, guys. If we take a look down here, you can see that the floor is just made with lapis, iron, and gold. The roof, similarly, there's a ladder up here that leads to it. Or not a ladder, a staircase. If we go up onto the roof, we can also see that it similarly is made of crazy materials. All of this is blocks of iron, and I mean, this extends on all sides. Just like that. There's so much materials and resources that went into this place. It's absolutely mind-boggling that this would just exist somewhere in the world for you to find. Which makes me think that maybe it's not, but I don't know. I found it, and I'm going to use it. This is going to be our new home. I'm going to work on moving some of the stuff over here, though I'm going to do most of that off camera. I don't want you guys sitting there just watching me move crates over. That would be very boring to watch. Since we still have not gotten to it, primary goal for this episode, aside from that, becomes putting in the portals to get back and forth from the different dimensions and places that we travel to. And also, as you might be able to tell from me holding some chandeliers and a brewing stand, I really want to make a Magma Torch. So that way I can safeguard the area of the nether that the pump is working out of. And honestly, I'm going to have to move the pump too, because if we're moving over here, then this will be a different spot in the nether. So guys, lots for me to do today. Lots for you to watch on the side too. The one thing that I've done so far that I want to show you is I made an ender porter. Since I was going out exploring, I thought that I really should have one of these. So if we see there, that's the recipe for the ender porter advanced, which is the reusable kind. Here's the recipe for the basic, which is not reusable. It's just a one-time teleport back. I figured there's no way I'm not just going to go ahead and make the advanced one, because obviously I want to be able to teleport back as many times as I can. So I've got this set up to take me back to the pyramid. I'm going to work on moving stuff back and forth between these locations using the Archimedes flying cars to transport things until I can get the porter set up. But yeah, that's the goal. I'll see you guys in a little bit with a progress update towards that. Alright, so just a bit of an update. I'm trying to get the Magma Torches done, and I realized that suddenly I don't have hardly any Nether Wart at all. So I had the two pieces, and I started a little farm here. It's totally just off to the side, and it looks hideous because I haven't had the time to really put something around it to make it look nice or to pretty it up myself. But yeah, I've got a nice little Nether Wart farm here going with just a harvester and a planter on the bottom, of course. Got some Ender IO cables manipulating everything around. And then, of course, I've got the few over here that I've collected. Of course, the reason that I need the Nether Wart for the Magnum Torch is that it requires 2 potions to make each Magnum Torch. One of the instant health and one of the regeneration. So now that I've got a good source of Nether Wart coming in, I can go ahead and make those potions. And then once I get that done, I can plant some Nether or Magnum Torches into the Nether, so that way I can change some things over. You know, make it a little bit of a safe point for me to explore from. But yeah, that's what I'm working on now. Just finished this up. I'm going to go and make a brewing stand and get those Magnum Torches made. I'm not sure if I'll do more than 1 or if I'll do 2, maybe 3. I do need to put some down here too, so that way I can keep mobs from spawning around me. Luckily it's daytime right now, so there's nothing outside. But yeah, I'll show you what I've done in a little bit. Alright, and now we're over here at the QED. I still haven't moved it over to the new base yet, but yeah, so we're getting ready to make our first Magnum Torch. I think this is the right recipe, and there we go. Check it out. So 2 pieces of wood, 5 chandeliers, regeneration 2, and instant health 2. In the QED gets you a Magnum Torch. So now, what the Magnum Torch doesn't do, if you're unfamiliar, is it gives you a 64 by 64 by 64 cube of where mobs cannot spawn at all. I don't even think passive mobs can spawn, but I'm not 100% sure on that one. But yeah, so this gives us a nice little protective barrier. So now we just hop over to the new Nether portal that we're about to create at the new base, plop this down, and then we'll start looking around and I can show you what I've actually been working towards. Alright, and here is what I've been working towards, guys. I had to make another Magnum Torch to really cover the whole area, but I've got one here, and then I've got the quarry running. You can see it's already scanning blocks and going through stuff. I had to make sure it was going to work in here before I put it on, but yeah. So, in this mod pack that I've created, I did not provide us with the dimensional world for mining. I thought that it was another dimension that would be largely unnecessary, and this is why. See, Nether Ores is another mod that was in the pack, the Hermitcraft pack, and has been in basically every pack that I've ever played, strangely, and yet no one ever ends up really making a big deal out of it. But Nether Ores, if you do not know, produce double the amount of ores as a normal one. So if I come here to the Nether and I go ahead and mine out here instead of in the real world, then once I process those ores, I will get double on that. And if I put them through the very strict processing, then I will end up with 6 ingots or whatever per ore, because I can just process the Nether ores and then process the ores that come after. So you can see here, this is how long I've let it run. That's quite a big area, if you can't tell. It's huge. I've got the ender markers going off in that direction and here and then up to there. So that's where the mineable area is going to be. And then if we were to check over in the quarry world, or not in the quarry world, in the spirit world where I'm storing everything, we would see that I've already gotten some stuff coming in. So let's go take a look at that. So yes, having let it run for a little bit, I did put in a couple more deep stores. I've got one here for netherrack, which I need to dump all of this netherrack back in. And then I've got one for soul sand, even though I haven't collected too terrible much of that yet. And then if we look in this chest, we can see that this is all the stuff that I've collected. So I've got a fair bit of nether quartz there, lots of ash. I'll probably have to put in a deep store for that. Other nether ores and everything like that coming through, and a couple of the plants that exist there as well. Now you might be asking yourself, why bother? Why when it's so much simpler to set up a quarry in the overworld would I? Well, the double ores is definitely a thing. Mining, taking down nether lapis will turn it into 2 of the normal lapis ores, which can then, of course, be fortuned and processed the way that you normally would. But the real deal is, as I said, I was trying to set up portals. Like, that was the actual goal that I was working towards, and I just am flat out of nether quartz. I didn't have enough to put together the quartz blocks to make all of the portal stuff. In fact, the only thing I was really able to do, I don't know if you were able to see it in any of the other shots that I did of this area, was make the dimensional bridge stabilizer here, which it didn't take a lot of quartz, so if I needed to really dive into it, I needed quite a bit more quartz to do so. So there we go. I've managed to farm almost 3 stacks of nether quartz just by setting up the quarry in the nether world, which is not to say that I'm not going to get other benefits from it as well. So, yay! We've got some good stuff going. So I'm going to start working towards putting the other parts of the portal network together, so that way I can have portals between the different bases and other such things. But yeah, so that's what we'll be working towards next, guys. Let's take a look at it in a minute. Alright, so here we go. We're going to start working on the portals now that I've broken up some of that nether quartz and thrown it in here. I really think I should have enough. So I left NEI up here so we could take a look at the different pieces. So first things first, there is a book that kind of explains everything to you. The recipe for the book is a location card and a normal book. Location card recipe, let's take a look at that. Paper, iron, and lapis will net you 16 location cards, which you use one of these per portal, so that's still quite a bit. You could definitely make the book. It's not that big a deal. You're not going to be missing out on anything. So then, let's take a look at the dimensional bridge stabilizer. So that is the recipe for it. Iron blocks, ender pearls, and a diamond get you 6. You need 2 sets of these for the basic portal network, so you'll be spending 2 diamonds to set it up, 8 ender pearls, and 8 of the blocks of iron, because you do need 12 as the basic structure, which you can see, if we look up here, is what I've set up. 2 by 2, or no, 3 by 2 by 2, that's what it's set up as. So yeah, that's what you do to get yourself the basic portal network controller, essentially. You can think of it that way, because the dimensional bridge stabilizer is like your home network database. It sets up all of the networks for the portals to go across. Now, let's see, can I make this? Ah, I am out of paper. Do I have any sugarcane? Yes, I do. Okay. Let's go ahead and make a few bits there. Oh god, I just totaled it. Yeah. I'll have to go and get some more from the farm in a little bit. So, okay, let's make some location cards. Really, only the basic 16, as I said, should do it. And then for the basic portal, what you need is portal frames, and then a portal controller. All of the other stuff helps, but is not totally necessarily. Now for me, I'm going to want to use all of this stuff because I'm going to want something that can dial between the different worlds, go different portals, so I'm going to be making a dialing device as well. I'm also probably going to be making a redstone interface because I want to be able to just flick the portals on and off by hitting a switch or a button or something like that. So, portal frames. Let's look at the basic one here. Stone, iron, and quartz blocks, which was the reason that I needed so much nether quartz. Now I know I'm going to have to make some quartz blocks. So we'll just go ahead and make a lot of those. I've got plenty more nether quartz that I haven't broken up yet, so I don't mind that I just used a whole bunch of it. So portal frames, let's go ahead and grab some of those. Let's see, basic portal would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 for if you don't want to fancy it up at all, is what you need. So I'll be needing quite a bit here, actually. Let's go for 24. That'll let me make 3 portals or so. So then we're going to need a portal controller, which is portal frame block and diamond. So we'll get that in there, and then grab ourselves a portal controller. I will need 1 per portal, so we'll do 2 for now. And then redstone interface, 2 for now. And then I will also need a dialing device rather than a network interface, if I remember correctly. Because this is if you want to set it up to where there's only 1 door to 1 door. But I don't want that. I want to set up to where I can go and dial any interface that I can use. So I'll need a network interface to get that. So make 2 of those, and then make a dialing device. Cool. Cool. So then, what we do is, we take the location cards, and we put them in here. And then you can see that the card changed over to saying location set. This is what will link all of the portals together now. Each portal will have to have a network card into it to be able to access any of the portal network area. So, let's do a basic, super basic portal here. So you can see that's the basic outline. It has to be doorish in the way that that sounds so stupid. It has to be doorish. But yeah, it has to be shaped kind of like a door in order for you to be able to make a portal to it. Because obviously you have to be able to get into it. So then we will replace, let's see, this block with the portal controller, which if we right click on that with a, I thought it was with a wrench. I know, is that not, did I do it backwards? Do I actually need the network interface to be able to set up the network rather than the portal controller? I really thought it was the portal controller. You know what? Let's make the book. Let us make the book. It is not going to hurt us to make the book. So, grab out a... those must be left at the other base. Hold on a second, guys. We're going to craft the book, and then we'll look at it. Alright, sorry about that interruption. I really thought that I had moved most of the stuff over from the main base into the network, but I guess there's still some things over there. So yeah, like I said, location card and book. So let's grab that out, and we'll take a look at it here. Let's see. Really, the book has a lot of good information. It kind of explains a lot of the stuff that I'm explaining to you as well, but honestly, we're just going to skip ahead to the blocks here, so that way we can see which one is which one. So, portal controller. Yeah. Used to establish a link to the DBS once linked via location card. Oh, right. No, what I do there with the portal controller is I right-click it with a card. Yes, portal initialized. Okay. So then we can change out some of the other parts. So, gonna change out this one for a redstone interface, and then this one for a dialing device. So there we go. Oh, right. But the location card, establishing the portal, if you break the blocks, then you break the blocks and the portal's no longer established. So you have to use another location card. Right? No, still there. Okay, good. So, what we do then is we right-click with the wrench, reconfigured. Good. Okay. So, we have to assign a unique identifier on the portal controller. That's what this portal is. So this is unique to just this portal. So we'll do, let's see here, Horsey and Creeper and Eye of Ender. There we go. Cool. So that is its portal interface. That's what you use on it to get back to here. And then the dialing device, if you once you have other portals that you can hit, you put manual entry, and then you put in the unique identifier for that portal, and then you can either click save so that you can get back to it, or you can click dial. So now what we have to do is jump back to the real world and do the same thing there. So let's do so. So, excellent. Really need to get some Magma Torches up here too, I feel. But let's come over here. Now, the unfortunate thought about this place is that there is no exact center. So doing a small portal like that, I'm not really going to be able to set up anything that's just doesn't require a few more blocks for it to look even. But you know what? That's okay. We'll just do that. We'll go ahead and make a 2x2 instead of a one-off. And I'll need a couple more slabs too, but I guess we'll work on that in a bit, because I don't have any of the slabs with me. So, there's that. And then we set up over here, dialing device, And then over here, we set up the redstone interface. And then we use some more of the portal blocks to seal it in. Okay. And then we'll replace this one. We'll go ahead and throw some more torches down. Replace that one with the portal controller. And then hit it with a location card. Cool, portal initialized. So now we set a unique identifier for it. So let's see, this is home, so we want kind of homey things. So maybe we'll do a cookie and a pie and a cake. Cookie, pie, cake. Okay, so there we go. That's the singular identity for that one. So then, if we right-click this, and we click manual entry, and we do horsey and creeper and Eye of Ender, we can click save, and then we name it. So let's go ahead and name this Spirit World. And then for me, because it's my Spirit World that we'd be going to. So, oh wow, textures. Yeah, we could set a texture for it. I don't really feel the need. So we'll just click save, and then save again. And then there you go. So you can see that that is the way to the Spirit World. So if I click that, then the portal opens up, and we can step on through. And we should come out in the Spirit World out of the portal door. And then same thing here. If we want to, we can add a portal back. So let's do the cookie, pie, and cake, save, and then this will be home base. We click save. So, also of note, as long as you have the portal open, anything can walk through it. So you'll want to terminate it if you're not actually using it. And I think that with the redstone interface, you can click on it, and then there's input and create portal on signal, output, depending on what state the portal's in, input depends on what you want the input to do. So in my case, what I'm probably going to do is just set it to input remove portal on signal. So that way I can turn around and flick a button real quick, and then the portal will turn off. So yeah, guys, that's the portals established. So we'll put in a few more as necessary to get back and forth between the locations. But yeah, now everybody can access this area and the AE network, and they can get all their materials. So yay, we've made great leaps and advances today. And so yeah, today we are out of time. We got our portal established, found a killer new base for us to situate on and try to really make use of. So we're in a really good position going forward on the series. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please do leave a like on the episode. It will really help me to feel motivated and to keep going. If you want to see more, please feel free to subscribe, because there's definitely more of this coming. Thank you all for watching, and have a nice day.